Brian Bradley, and the rain has come and gone, but I think there's still a little bit more rain to come. We've been here for probably about 2 hours waiting for this football game to get underway. An original kickoff time for 2 o'clock, and it's 4 o'clock. We're barely getting this one underway. Brian, welcome aboard.
Thank you. It's great to be here, Kev, with you. And like you were saying, it's been a long delay, a lot of rain here. We're finally getting off. We had a quick 20-minute warm-up here, and now it's time for game time.
UANL Tigers of Monterey will be coming into town to take on the Porter Cowboys. They're 1-1 on the year. The Cowboys will be receiving this kickoff. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in to valleycentral.com and KBSD TV along with BISD football. So a 4 o'clock kickoff, and we're underway here at Sam's Memorial Stadium. And the Tigers getting set to kick this one off. And here we go, kicking it off from the 40. It's a high, long kickoff, and they're going to let this one sail into the back of the end zone. So at the 25-yard line, that's where the Cowboys will get their hands on the football for the first time this afternoon. So these Cowboys coming off an impressive 31-7 win against Brownsville Lopez in the Battle of Southmost, and a lot of the folks here in Brownsville, especially those Cowboys fans, are pretty excited to see them get a victory, especially in the Battle of Southmost.
Exactly. It was a great game. They came out firing, and you know, right here they're looking to continue their win streak here.
So Reed is in the backfield. Alvarado is their quarterback. He's under center. Starting at their own 25. He's going to change up the play. Frank Alvarado listed as a junior. Cowboys in their white uniforms. Hand off to the right side. Met right at the line of scrimmage and maybe picks up 1, maybe 2 on the carry.
Yeah, Kev, that was a tough hit right there. It seemed like he hit a brick wall.
Number 35, George Gutierrez with the carry.
Yeah, the defense definitely with a good play on that one. So it's Ernesto Martinez going to get the call in, and he's going to give it to his signal caller. That's Alvarado, the quarterback. He's checking into the game at wide receiver.
For the Cowboys.
11:28 opening quarter. Cowboys on their opening possession. 2nd and 8. Split back. It's going to be a sweep to the right. Spin move, but hit immediately.
Seems like he tried to do the same move again. Tried to break through the line. Once again, just the defense is looking pretty stingy out here.
George Gutierrez was on the carry, so Gutierrez and Alvarado and Zone Reed are going to be the 3 big pieces for this Porter offense here this afternoon. We've seen Mother Nature play a big role, especially in last night's game. A lot of games being pushed back, some of them being canceled, delayed, whatever the case may be. So I wouldn't be surprised if a few more rain clouds or some more rain showers would come on through in this afternoon. Looking back to pass, looking for the screen. That pass deflected. Pass ball is incomplete.
Seems like you said, not in this house, not in anybody's house here.
So a nice stand from these Tigers on their defense. A quick 3 and out for Porter. They're going to be punting this one away.
Back to punt for the Cowboys, number 7, David Pacheco.
So a light drizzle here at Sam Stadium, but nothing like it was about an hour and a half ago, over 30 minutes ago, really, when it was really got some heavy rains. 4th and 8, Cowboys getting set to punt this one away from left to right. Muff the football, but it's a high spiraled punt. Back inside the 30. They called a fair catch, so that's where the Tigers will take over with 10:26 in the opening quarter. Some of the games, well, we were at the Sherryland game last night, and that game, they called it in the 3rd quarter.
They did. That game was just delay. It seemed like it was delay after delay after delay. The field was in horrendous condition. The rain just kept coming. It seemed like they just didn't want them to play.
So the Tigers have their hands on the football for the first time this afternoon out of the shotgun. Handoff to the right, crossing the 30, 35 down to the 40-yard line. He's shoved out of bounds.
Tackle made by number 24, Carlos Zamora.
Yeah, that was a great run there, Kev. It seemed like he just wanted to break out for more. That was more than a first down. Seemed like they were trying to reestablish themselves here as a great running team against this Porter defense.
One play and already a first down again out of the shotgun. Quick screen pass. Did he catch it? Yes, he did, but they're going to say incomplete, the line judge.
Pass falls incomplete.
little bit of a late call from the line judge here on the near side. Looked to be complete. The official ended up signaling incomplete.
I thought it was complete there, Kev. You know, see, we're on the close side of the
Second
field
down
here.
for the
Seemed like he
Eagles.
grabbed that one up, but the official obviously saw different.
Again, handoff. Nearly lost control of the football, slipping his
Oh.
way through defenders, breaking one tackle, and he's met by a gang of Porter Cowboys.
It was hard to take him down there, Kev. It seemed like this team is
Tackle
going to be
made by number
looking
23
to run it all the
on
way
the
to the
line.
end zone here. Seems like they've obviously see a little weakness in the defense, so they're going to try to
That'll bring
exploit
up
that.
1st and 10 for the
So we're going
Eagles.
to see how they do here.
Again, going from right to left. 3 receivers set out of the shotgun. Handoff up the left hash. He's met back at the line of scrimmage. Now it's a
Seemed like
rugby scrum.
He doesn't want to go down there, Kev. He's a little guy, but he's got a lot of strength
Tackle
behind
made
him
by
there.
number 66, Manuel
Getting
Correa.
met by that defense.
This is a scrappy offense so far.
It is, and I think they really came to play here. I think the rain delay may play into
Second down
their
for the
hands.
Eagles.
Both teams definitely anxious to get this one going. 9:16 in the opening quarter. Handoff to the right side, lots of room, and he dives forward. Pickup of 1, maybe 2 on the second effort. We'll see where they spot this one, if they'll give him another first down. And they do. It'll be a fresh set of downs.
You know,
Tackle
Kev,
made by
like
number
you
5,
were just
Armando
saying
Payan.
before, you know, he's coming
1st
out
and 10
running.
for the Eagles.
He's excited. He's ready to break some big yardage, and he's been doing that so far here.
Considering the weather conditions as well, both teams are going to have to stick to the run game more than the passing game. Handoff again, left side. A nice open field tackle.
Now, it's not as many yards he's been gaining these last couple drives here, but you know,
Tackle
something's
made by
always better
number
than nothing.
76, Aaron
So positive
Aguilera.
yardage is always good.
8:42 in the
3-yard
opening
gain on the
quarter.
play. Second down for the Tigres.
UANL has the football. They're driving out of the shotgun again. Handoff to the right side, crossing the 30. All the way down to the 25 to the 26-yard line. Still no score. Porter Cowboys on their home turf.
Tackle made by number
White
23, Raul
uniforms.
Sandoval. That'll bring up 3rd down for the
1 and
Tigres.
1 on the year, non-district play. We'll talk about their district and the district realignment as this one goes on. 3 receivers set. Here comes the blitz. And again, breaking multiple tackles.
That run seems to be pretty successful for
Tackle
him
made
here.
by
This
number 96,
is
David
another
Ramirez.
first down here for this Tigres team. Seems like they're looking to run all over this defense.
Slowly but surely,
bring
they're
up
moving
1st
the
and
football
10 for
down
the
the
Eagles.
field. Chewing up that clock. 7:56 in the first
Right.
quarter.
Slow and steady wins the race. Isn't that the saying there, Kev?
Hand off to the left side. Plenty of running room and a good pickup. All the way down to the 14 to the 13-yard line.
Tackles made by number 44, Daniel Buga.
.726. Quarterback changing the play. Three.
Something in the defense that needs to be taken advantage of, eh?
Hand off to the right side. Running back looking for some room. Trying to hit the corner. He's hit out of bounds around the 5-yard line on the far side of the field.
This team just seems like they never seem to amaze here. They just keep getting positive yards, more and more yards. And I don't know if it's
First and goal for the
coming
Tigres.
out slow out of the gate a little bit here, or if the rain is playing a factor. But we got to see. They got to make a change here.
They're knocking on the door 5 yards away from the end zone. Motion man to the right side of the quarterback. So a different looking formation here for this visiting team. Handoff up the middle. Reaching for the end zone. Looks like he's going to be about a half a yard shy. We'll see where the officials will spot this one.
Gain of 4 yards in the play. Second and goal for the
Be
Tigres.
second and goal after a pickup of 4 yards, what we'll call it. And no huddle offense.
It seems like it's working for them. I mean, like you said before, they're knocking on the door here. They're trying to put themselves up early here against this Porter defense.
Handoff up the middle, and he walks in for an easy touchdown.
He knocked on the door, Kev, and they let him right in.
Touchdown.
UANL has an early 6-0 lead with 6:15 in the opening quarter. Extra point coming up. Now the Cowboys trail early in this one.
This is not a position they want to be in here, Kev.
The extra
Down
point
early.
is up, and it is good.
Extra
So
point attempt
UANL
is
has
good.
an early 7-0 lead against the Porter Cowboys. We're going to step aside, take a quick break. You're listening to ValleyCentral.com.
It is 7, Cowboys 0. Back to receive the kickoff for the Cowboys, number 5, Armando Payan, number 7, David Pacheco, and number 8, Israel Yanez. Kicking off for the Tigres, number 5.
And welcome back to ValleyCentral.com. Doing the UANL Tigres against the Brownsville Porter Cowboys. Tigres leading early 7-0. This kickoff's a high one, and again, David Pacheco will watch this one sail out of the back of the end zone. And the Cowboys will take over at their own 25 for the second time this afternoon. So a special thank you to KBSD TV and BISD Football. They're teaming up with ValleyCentral.com, bringing you the action, and the Porter student body are the ones bringing you these camera angles and running all the technical stuff. So a big shout out to them and making this possible.
Definitely, they've been out here just as long as we have, getting all the cameras ready, keeping everything dry, making sure we can get a good game going here and bring it to you live in the best way possible.
So 6:15 in the opening quarter, Sam's Memorial Stadium. Still gray skies looming here in South Texas. Handoff. That play goes nowhere. Reed on the carry. And back at the line of scrimmage. That's a staple of this Porter team, though. They love to run the football. Something we saw last year.
Well, it seems like they're going to have to do a little bit more here, Kev. Like I was saying before, I don't know if they're just a little bit nervous or if the delay is definitely playing into it, but the run game is not doing the way that they would want to do here. The Tigres came out running, and it seemed like they had a lot of success.
So it'll be a 2nd and 10. Ball still on the 25. Handoff to the left side, and again, this Tigre defense shutting down the run early.
Number 35, George.
This defense is looking really good out here, Kevin. I don't think Brownsville has even tried to go to the air, but they may want to try it here. It seems like this defense has a very good front here, and they're stopping them any way that they can.
That was the junior George Gutierrez on the carry. Armando Payan will check into the game. He's wearing the number 5. 5:10 left in the opening quarter. Tigres lead 7-0. Cowboys with the football for the second time this afternoon. Again, Alvarado under center. 2-back set. Whistles will come in, and the Cowboys didn't like what they see, so they're going to go ahead
Timeout called by the Porter Cowboys.
call a timeout. So we still haven't gotten an official word yet about this evening, but so far we know that there's going to be a doubleheader here tonight. The Hannah Eagles will be taking on the Donna Redskins. That's going to be later here tonight.
So we're hoping that game does happen, Kevin, here, because that's going to be a lot of excitement. The game probably will start a little bit later, more around 9, but, we came out here for a good competition. That's exactly what we want to see. And
on the original schedule, it was supposed to be a triple header.
Yeah.
I believe it was EHS and Vets Memorial had a 9 o'clock game scheduled here. They moved that game to last night, and that one was, I believe, at Vets Memorial Stadium, and they were saying with the weather conditions, the press box conditions, everything was a mess. And I know the McAllen Memorial San Benito game went into the delay 3 times.
It did. Like we were saying, the rain just kept on coming,
And there's still more to come.
Oh,
so
yeah.
The day is not over yet.
We're not done here yet. That may definitely play a factor into some of these later games as we expect more rain in the area. We're just hoping it doesn't completely wash us out here.
3rd and 10, and it'll be some trickery here, a reverse, and it goes nowhere. The Tigre defense sniffing that one out from the word go, and another punt coming from these Cowboys.
And this is the second time they're bringing out the punt unit here, Kevin, and you know, it just seems like they're just, you know, taking, you know, 1 step forward and 3 steps back, you know, not even 2. They're having a lot of trouble here with this defense.
Cowboys, number 7, David Pacheco.
Cowboys will be punting this one off. 4:30 in the opening quarter. I got back home around 10:30, and that's when I saw that the San Benito game was just getting underway in the third quarter.
Exactly.
So I can only imagine how much longer that one took.
You know, it does have to be some tired kids, you know. I don't know if they have curfews, but it was clearly past that yesterday with all the rain delays and everything.
That one will take a Porter roll. The 34-yard line. We'll see if the officials officially spot this one. So out comes the Tigre offense. They lead 7-0, and on their last drive, they ran the football right through the middle of the defense. And if they can keep that up, I think this one would be more in favor of the visiting team than it is the home team.
Exactly. They came out here just basically having their way here with this defense, and you know, we're just hoping the same thing doesn't happen here again.
And some of the Porter faithful remaining here at Sam Stadium, they were underneath the bleachers for a long 2 hours, maybe even more.
Yeah, that was true dedication there, Kev.
Tigres looking back to pass over the middle, falls incomplete.
Yeah, he was in some coverage there. Wasn't really the best throw there. There's a couple open guys here on the closer side here.
So that'll stop the clock at 4 minutes and 1 second.
Second down for the Tigres.
Their signal caller now out of the shotgun again. Line them up 3 wide. Hand off to the left side, cut it up across midfield, and plenty of room to run. Then he's dragged down from behind. Bayan on the tackle, but a good pickup again on the ground is what we've seen so far from these Tigres.
This kid is just a hog out here, Kevin. He's just been eating up yards, play by play, just going out there, you know, getting great gains.
1st and 10 on the 34. Tigres on the move again. It's going to be a handoff to the right side. Picks up 1, maybe 2 on the carry.
This Tigres team is looking just to bear down on this defense, just looking to keep pounding away. They've been getting some great yards. You know, even when they, you know, get the 1 or 2 yard gains, Kevin, like they're still making great progress, and they're really just wearing down on this defense here.
Second down for the Tigres.
Here late in the first quarter at Sam Stadium. 7-0's your score in case you're just tuning in. 3:19 to go in the opening quarter. Hand off again, but this time the Cowboys say not this time. Aaron Aguilera, one of 2 Cowboys defenders in there on the tackle.
I think that's what they need to focus on, really, getting group tackles in there, Kevin, because you know this running offense here has been pretty tough. You know, there's been a lot of broken tackles, you know, a lot of little trickery here, and he's been able to work his way through.
3rd and 12. Out of the gun, play action, steps up, swing pass. That pass falls incomplete on the 40-yard line through his hands. A little bit high, but still catchable. And that's when the weather comes into play when you're throwing around a slick football.
Definitely, Kevin. I think also he heard a couple footsteps coming. You know, I think he might have had his eyes downfield before he even caught the ball on that one.
So the Tigres sending their punt team out onto the turf. Looks like the Cowboys will. They're going to kick a field goal.
Oh, they're getting bold here, Kevin.
A long field goal attempt. Snaps there, kicks away. Is it long enough? It is.
Oh.
Splits the uprights, and it is good.
I don't know, Kevin. This kicker here, man, he's got a leg on him.
With 2:34 in the opening quarter, the field goal is good. Tigres 10, Porter nothing.
Whether it's a touchdown or like we just saw a kick here, Kevin, they're going for points. They're not trying to give this Porter defense or this Porter team any way to stay in this game. Just chopping away.
The Tigres 10, Cowboys 0.
So everyone is it's a pretty packed press box up here at Sam Stadium.
We definitely have a lot of company.
Well, what's happening is the camera crew. The camera crew here, as they're inside the press box. Usually the kids are outside on the field filming from field level. But considering the weather conditions and whatnot, they had the cameras inside. Even the officials this afternoon, we got word earlier in this game that they don't have their mics with them as they usually do. Usually we'll have the referees call it and you can hear it on your screen, but considering they have electricity on their waist and it's raining, that's not a good combination.
We'll definitely try to keep them safe out here.
So another good kick into the end zone. Cowboys going to take this one out, crossing the 10 to the 15, down to the 20, still on his feet, crossing the 30, 40, got the kicker to beat midfield, and the kicker is a guy who shoves him out of bounds, but some signs of life from the Porter Cowboys and an impressive kick return. You're going to check this one out on your replay.
And Kev, he just took off. This is exactly what this Porter team needed. They needed a big run, and that's exactly what he gave them.
Picked up a big block. That was David Pacheco down the sideline. Had the kicker to beat. Hey,
Kicker just gets a hand on him.
Kudos to that kicker, though.
He was the last line of defense. He said, I'm not going to let him by.
And again, KBSD TV, BISD football, the Porter Cowboy student body with a great replay there. You know, good job on their part.
They're definitely doing a great job out here. Camera work to the replays, everything.
1st and 10 on the 48. Best starting field position for these Cowboys all afternoon long. They'll run this one up to the left side.
Number 21, Jonathan Leal with the carry.
You can see this team is pretty hyped up after that run, as they should be. They're coming out here. They look more fired up. The running game looks like it's getting ready to get started up, and that's exactly what they need.
5-yard gain on the play, 2nd down.
Jonathan Leal picked up 5 on that run. He'll split it in half. Under 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Split back. Alvarado handoff. The middle will be shy of the 1st down. Again, that was Leal on the carry.
Stuck there at the line there, Kevin. His defense is still pretty stingy, not letting many runs go by, not letting many yarders go. They're looking just to really keep this Porter team, you know, pretty suppressed.
Tackle made by number 35.
The official, that was a 53-yard field goal.
No gain on the play, 3rd down for the Cowboys.
Now that, you don't expect to see that in a high school game here. Kev, he just came out fully confident that he could make that one, and he did.
Jonathan Lyons, the kicker for those Tigres. Under center, Alvarado, quick swing pass, and that's incomplete.
Through his hands, that rain is definitely playing a factor here.
Pass
even with gloves, that, you know, just a slippery ball and just slippery conditions out here makes it really tough to really focus on catching that football there, Kevin.
He was looking for Ernesto Martinez on the far side. Now it's decision time.
For the Porter Cowboys,
send Pacheco out onto the turf. Looks like they're going to punt this one away with a 4th and 5 coming up. Be surprised if they might fake this one. That's a backbreaker, though, for your offense. Whistles down out on the field. And the Tigres are going to go ahead and call a timeout. Back to what I was saying, it's got to be a backbreaker for the Porter Cowboys. You get the big kick return, you set up a good field position, and you have nothing to show for it.
Exactly. You know, they're bringing out the punt unit again for the 3rd time, it seems, here, Kevin. And, you know, I don't know, the coach has got to give him a little pep talk here. Got to tell him just to get back in the game. You know, we can't have great returns here and then get stuck here on 4th down.
Looks like Porter's going to discuss what they want to do here. Still early in this one. Pacheco still out on the turf. Tom Campos, the head coach for these Porter Cowboys. We'll see what they do here. It looks like they're going to go ahead and take the conservative route and punt this one away.
I think that's best for them here, Kevin. Like you were saying, it's still early in the game, plenty of time.
So they'll be punting this one away from their own 43. It's a high snap, goes over his head, and then now it's a foot race. Chase from behind, still trying to get this punt away, and he does. Not bad. Pulling the rabbit out of the hat.
Definitely there, Kevin. You know, the play started off bad. It looked like it was going to be, you know, going Tigres football, but Pacheco here gets away from the defense and is able to kick it off, able to get it away.
They're going to spot this one at their own 19-yard line. So it looked as it was going to be a disaster. Pacheco was able to get that punt off. Not a bad play from the special teams there. So 55 seconds in the opening quarter. The Tigres have a 10-0 lead, a touchdown, and a field goal early on in this one. Tigres got a lot of real estate in front of them out of the shotgun. 3 receivers set, 2 backs. Fumbled the football, is on the ground, still can't pick it up. Hit from behind, and his gang of Cowboy tacklers there to drag him down.
Definitely, Kev. That was looking like a pretty ugly play there. That could have went
Quarterback
horribly
set,
wrong for the
sack
Tigres,
made by
but
number 76,
great for the
Aaron
Cowboys. They would
Aguilera.
have recovered that and maybe even scored off
Loss
that.
of
That would have
6
been
yards on the
exactly
play,
what they
second
needed
down for the
to
Tigres.
just reinvigorate this game.
That pushes them back to a 2nd and 16, 28 seconds and counting. Tigres out of the shotgun. Handoff up the middle.
Going back to that run, which has been so successful for him throughout this game already, Kevin.
Tackles made
This
by
clock
number
is going to keep going
23,
down. I think that's exactly what they
Raul
want to do
Sandoval.
to end this quarter on a good note.
Raul Sandoval on the tackle for the Cowboys. 9 seconds and counting. That should be the final play of the opening quarter. Tigres don't have to get a snap off here. So that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter here at Sam's Memorial Stadium. The visiting UANL Tigres of Monterrey taking on the Brownsville Porter Cowboys. 10-0's your first quarter score. As we head to the second quarter, I'm Kevin, that's Brian to my left. You're listening to KBSD TV along with ValleyCentral.com. We're going to take a quick break. Welcome back to the second quarter action. Streaming live video and audio with KBSD 17, BISD
Third down
football.
for the Tigres.
Teaming up with ValleyCentral.com. Kevin Narrow, Brian Bradley up here in the press box. Some Saturday afternoon football.
It's the perfect way to spend your Saturday here, Kevin. Despite the rain and everything, we're still out here seeing a good football game going.
Tigres out of the shotgun. Here comes the blitz. Quick screen. Pass complete. Crossing the 20. Down to the 25 to the 30. Leaping down to the 40-yard line. Showing off the athleticism there.
Now, that was a great run there, Kevin. He had a lot of football field ahead of him, but also some great blockers. It seemed like he
Tackle
would have
made by
just
number
missed that
71,
one tackle
Jose
here on the
Garcia.
Porter defense. He might have scored. He might have taken it all the way to the house on that one.
That'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Tigres.
So that'll be a fresh set of down for these Tigres. All on the 39-yard line.
And Kevin, let's know this is a pretty fast-moving offense here, too. They don't take much time to really select the play, and then they're off.
Again, sticking on the ground there. These Tigres, Daniel Puga on the tackle. And you're seeing a lot of these
Tackles made by number 44.
no huddle,
Daniel Puga,
quick pace offense.
assisted by number
But
40,
Tigres
Adrian Gomez.
seem like they're committed to their running game more
5-yard
than the
gain on the
passing
play,
game.
second down. for the
Definitely,
Tigres.
it seems to be working pretty well. It's put them up 10-0 here against this Porter team, and it seems to also keep them off balance.
Second and 5, student section chiming in from the Porter Cowboys. Hand off to the left side, crossing midfield. And then 2 Cowboy defenders on the far side, dragging him down.
Definitely, Kevin. Now, this running back, he
Tackles
is
made by
literally
number 5,
carrying
Armando Payan,
this team through here.
assisted by number 24.
He's got to be closing in on a great amount of running yards a day, close to 100
That'll bring up
possibly.
1st and 10 for the
He's had a
Tigres.
lot of great runs.
Bayan and Zamora, 2 Cowboy defenders on the tackle. Fresh set of downs for these Tigres, 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line out of the shotgun. Hand off again up the middle, makes one man miss and another. And he's finally drugged down. Both teams are certainly
Tackle
going
made by
at it
number
here.
23,
Raul
Raul
Sandoval on
Sandoval.
the tackle there for the Cowboys.
Definitely saves his team from
3-yard
another
gain
big
on the
run.
play,
We
second
saw the
down.
running back here broke about
For the
2
Tigres.
tackles across the line of scrimmage, and he was off for another good game.
10 minutes in the first half. Tigres 10, Cowboys nothing. Ball at midfield, handoff, and a good open field tackle. That's that gang tackling we were talking about just a few minutes
Tackle
ago.
made by number
Definitely,
40,
and that's
Adrian
exactly what
Gomez,
this Porter team
and
needs to
assisted
keep
by
up. They need
number
to just
96,
keep it
David
going,
Ramirez.
get a lot of good team effort here, a lot of good teamwork, and maybe they might be able to stop this run that's been damaging so much throughout this game.
A lot of these fans still clinging
About
tight
the
to their
2-yard third
umbrellas.
for the Tigres.
It's just a little bit of rain out here, Kev, just something to kind of slow the football game just down a little bit, but these are some faithful fans, and they came out here to root their team on.
3rd and 7, big play here coming from the defense of the Cowboys. 3 receivers set, they'll fake the handoff. Looking to the left, that passes up, and that's incomplete to the far side on the 40-yard line. That'll bring up a 4th and 7. If you're the Tigres, you're up 10. What do you do here? Looks like they're swapping. So they're sending their special teams
That'll
out.
bring up 4th down for the Tigres.
Sergio Chapa down there taking a picture of those Porter student section. Sure he'll be tweeting that later. Or maybe in just a few minutes. Yeah, he's cheering him on.
Looking forward to that. And the Tigres team here is bringing up their punt team for the first time here.
Snaps there. It's going to be a rugby-style punt. Wobbly one, but it's off. And this one will take a Tigre roll inside the 10 down to the what looks to be all the way down to the 6-yard line. Took a little extra roll there. That's where the Cowboys will take over. They trail 10-0, 8:56 in this first half. And we've talked about the weather and how crazy it's been, and it's been nothing short of crazy. The 2-hour delay. Then we got word we were unsure whether Hannah and Donna was going to make the trip and play. Then they said yes, they are. So we're going to try and get some official confirmation on that. But if there is a football game, we will be here bringing you the game live on valleycentral.com.
Definitely, so definitely sticking for that. And like going back to the rain, Kevin, just before this game, the field almost seemed flooded, you know, and it was a lot of stuff that, you know, a lot of factors that could have played into a possibly even longer delayed game.
Pacheco to the right side. Runs into a gang of Tigres, 8:46 in the first half.
Now Pacheco, he's been a real good factor for this team here. You know, from the long kickoff return to just, you know, a lot of good plays that he's made from the amazing punt kickoff kick that he's had. He's been a real spark for this team.
Yeah, I got to see Mr. Pacheco and Frank Alvarado last season for these Porter Cowboys. They've got some talent. A matter of putting it all together. 2nd and 8. Cowboys with the football. Pacheco again calling his own number, crossing the 10, 15 down to the 20-yard line. There he is, David Pacheco on the carry.
Like we were saying before, he's that spark. He's exactly what this team needs. It seems like they've been pretty slow out the gate, and they haven't really been able to find a way either on offense or defense really to get it going. And Pacheco seems to be keeping them in this game.
That's going to be good enough for a Porter first down. No, Joe Bowling should be patrolling the sidelines sooner rather than later. He was in the Brownsville area. Can grab some highlights for the 10 o'clock news tonight. Again, sticking to the run game, not picking up much on that carry.
They've really been struggling here with the run here, Kevin, and they can't seem to really find an answer. This defense has been very good at just, you know, keeping a lot of men inside the box here and keeping them inside, not letting them break too much to the run.
You talk about a long trip. It was about 3 hours from Monterey here to Brownsville. So you make the trip, then you get word that there's going to be a delay, and then you're kind of just waiting there in the locker room. When are we going to play? What's going to be going on?
Exactly, and the main thing is just staying loose. You know, you got to almost start warming up inside, you know, before the game.
Play action. That pass complete. Caught in traffic. Nice pitch and catch there from the Cowboys.
That was a great play. That's exactly what they needed to get themselves a new set of downs here.
Israel Yanis on the reception. Tell you what, you're going to see on that replay Alvarado with a nice touch. Hit him right in the numbers. Yanis in traffic caught that football. 1st and 10 on the 31. Slowly but surely the Cowboys are moving the football. Under center is Alvarado. Hand off. Picks up 1, maybe 2 on the carry.
He's definitely met here at the line of scrimmage here, Kev, and that's exactly what we were talking about. The Porter team needs to do is we need gang tackles, and that's exactly what this defense is doing. They're coming in 2 or 3 men deep, and they're just stopping this run here at the line.
Tackle made by number 35, Edgar Ortiz.
6-18.
1 yard gain on the play. 2nd down for the Cowboys.
Left in the first half. Again, Alvarado will call his own number, and he'll lower his shoulder down to the 35-yard line.
Seemed like he tried to bulldoze his way through, but the defense just got a little bit lower there, Kev, and was able to sweep him out at the legs. Not
much going there. So with 5:50 left in the first half, Cowboys still with the football. They're facing a 3rd and 7. They have to pick up a first down to keep this drive going. They trail 10-0.
Definitely, and this has been the tail of the tape here for the whole game here for this Porter team here. They've been down, seeing a lot of third downs and a lot of, especially a lot of fourth down situations, and they're looking to turn that around here, get a new fresh set of downs.
Handoff to the left side, to the 35-yard line. And we have some information. So with 5:11 left in the first half.
No gain on the play. Fourth down for the Cowboys. Back to punt for the Cowboys,
So
number
we're
7.
kind of getting an
David
insight on what's going to go on with the Hannah and Donna game.
We're going to get
we're going to get some official word here in just a minute. So right now the word is the game's been canceled due to the weather, but we're going to get an official yes or no from one of the administrators here and for BISD.
Definitely, we're definitely hoping that game can still be on if possible, but this weather has definitely been a factor, not only today, but yesterday, you know, with a couple of big delays in a lot of games today. And even today we had a big delay, so we're hoping.
So with 4:44, so we have an official word. The Hannah Eagles and the Donna Redskins, it was scheduled for 7:30 originally, but it has been canceled due to inclement weather. So thank you for the administrative staff from Brownsville providing us with that information. So that game is now officially written off. It's been canceled due to the weather.
Definitely. So this is going to be the game that we're going to keep our eye on here for today. Like you were saying before, Kevin, we originally had 3 games scheduled for today, but one of those games was moved to yesterday. So we could have had a full day of action here. A delayed action, but it could have been an action nonetheless.
For a pickup of 3, it's a 2nd and 7. So once again, those of you tuning in, the Hannah Eagles and the Donna Redskins were scheduled for a football game here. Is being flushed out of the pocket, chased from behind, a coverage sack there for the Porter Cowboys.
Definitely, and that's the Porter defense that we should know and love here, Kevin. And they finally got back here. It seems like this Tigres team tried to break away from what's been getting them so much success here with the run, and they tried to do a little pass play, and they got stopped.
Bring up a third and 11 coming up. Back to pass, El Tigres fires over the middle, caught across the 40, still on his feet, 35-30, down to the 25, 20-foot race, still on his feet, touchdown
Tigres, and that was a great run from Go, Kevin. He broke right open across the middle here. Hopefully we can get a little replay so you can see it. That was just a great play from the beginning. It developed well, and it ended well for the Tigres.
Highlight reel right there for the Tigres. Staying on his feet, and folks, it's a slippery, that turf down there is pretty wet, so for him to maintain his balance.
You know, the defender tried to give him a little trip here in the foot. You know, he kept himself up, just kept trucking along. He had his eyes on an end zone, and that's where he wanted to ultimately end up, and he did.
So the extra point coming up, and it is good.
Well,
the Tigres have a 17-0 lead against the Porter Cowboys with 3:26 remaining in the first half.
That is not what this Cowboys defense or team wanted to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, an update for tonight's game between the Donna Redskins and Hannah Eagles. Tonight's game between the Hannah Eagles and Donna Redskins at 7:30 has been canceled due to
now the
weather.
PA announcement over here at Sam's Stadium, letting the folks know that the game has been canceled again due to the inclement weather, and that's no surprise.
We are expecting some more storms throughout the night here, Kevin, so that might have been the best idea.
Again, Donna ways down the road, probably about a 30-40 minute drive. Game would have been pushed back from original 7:30 to an 8 o'clock start due to the weather. Administrative staff came together, and they didn't want their kids and their band students, coaches driving down that weather late at night. And it's a non-district football game, so essentially it really doesn't matter. At the same time,
exactly. It's not really worth the risk there, especially in that area. The flooding seems to get pretty bad. And I've actually been caught in that storm before, so it's not a pretty situation.
Pacheco taking this one out.
Number 7, David Pacheco,
16, 17-yard line. So the Cowboys will take over. They trail 17-0 with 3:18 left in the first half.
Now this Cowboys team really has to find something. Really has to find some kind of success here, Kevin. You know, the run hasn't really been working. The pass has been, you know, a little iffy, but they really need something to really spark this team up again, to really pick up their spirits. You know, the coach is trying to give them a little pep pep talk here on the sidelines just to get him back in this game.
So the Cowboys have the football. Alvarado under center. Motion man taking over at their own 17-yard line. Play action on the out route. Complete. Cross the 20. Shakes one tackle down to the 30, 28-yard line. Look like where they'll spot this one.
Pass caught by number 11, Ernesto Martinez.
Now that was a great play there, Kevin. Had a little play action, got the defense off balance a little bit, and was able to get to the sideline and get a couple extra yards after the catch.
That'll give the Porter Cowboys a first down.
It's going to be good enough for a Porter first down.
Now let's really see if they can keep it going here, Kevin. We've seen this before. You know, they get a new fresh set of downs, and then it seems like they almost run into like a little mental block and aren't able to complete it.
Another handoff. Someone lost their helmet. That's going to be their running back. You just saw that replay there.
Number 35, George Gutierrez with the carry.
Gutierrez on the carry. Lost his hat. I think he's checking out. I'm not sure if the same rule applies here. I know in the NFL, if you lose your helmet, I think the play's dead as soon as you lose your helmet.
Exactly.
I think you even have to check out for a play, and you get to check back in.
Just to make sure everything's okay. You know, when you lose that helmet, a lot of risk factors come into play there, Kevin. We want to make sure that these players are safe.
Screen pass complete. Chase from behind, and another hard hit around the 35-yard line.
A quick dump pass here. He felt the pressure coming, dumped it down to the running back, was able to get a couple extra yards. Bring them just a step closer to this first down marker.
That was a 71-yard pitch and catch from the Tigres on their previous drive.
Definitely. And let's mention that Gutierrez is checking back into the game after losing his hat just to play a go.
Third down for the Cowboys.
Spread him out. 4 receiver set. Alvarado, quick curl route, completed pass to the 40, 39-yard line. That's where the official will spot this one. That's the line judge. I'll put this one probably right on the 40-yard line.
That'll give the Porter Cowboys a
Either way, it's good enough for a Porter first down.
And this Porter team is coming out with a little quick offense here.
Alvarado, that pass in traffic falls incomplete.
There was a lot of hands on that one, Kevin, and luckily there was no Tigres hands that could have really brought it in, because that could have really turned this game around here for that team and for this Brownsville team. They would have been in even more trouble as we count down here at halftime.
Ernesto Martinez again, the intended wideout. So again, the Hannah Golden Eagles, their football game here was canceled. They're getting set to take on the Donna Redskins. Canceled due to inclement weather. Alvarado rolling out. That pass just hits the turf, falls incomplete. 3rd and 10. If you want to stay up to date with all the Valley scores, and if you're on Twitter, at Action4Sports, for live updates of this game and everything else, especially on those Friday nights.
Exactly. We had a very big night of football action. I think we had about 10 games going on.
And we'll give you those scores as this game progresses on. You can go to valleycentral.com and all the games that we're streaming, including the one you and I were at last night
in Sherryland,
Richard Thompson Stadium in Sherryland, and talked a little bit about that one. Cowboys out of the gun, rolling out to the right, sets his feet, floater, nice pass, but it's incomplete. Had a nice touch to it, but just threw it a little bit behind him.
Just a little bit too much, and that was Sandoval, who was the intended receiver on that one. It seemed like he jumped, took a little leap of faith, we'll call it, and wasn't able to really pull it in.
Down for the Cowboys.
4th and 10 coming up.
That's been the story of the day here for these Cowboys. It seems, you know, fresh set of downs, get to 4th down, and they're bringing out the punt unit again.
We'll be punting this one away. Again, we'll give you the scores from last night's action, then we'll go ahead and give you what's to come for next week on valleycentral.com. That punts away, field at the 25 to the 30 on his feet, breaking it to the outside, 35-40, lowers his shoulder, then he's shoved out of bounds. Flag on the field. We're going to get the call from the official.
Flag on the play.
from the official. This will be a chop block going against
Tigres here.
It's going to be against the Tigres. They're going to decline it.
Going to push him back to about the 20-yard line here, Kev. And
15-yard penalty on the Tigres. 1st and 10.
They had a pretty good pickup, about maybe 15 or 20 yards there on that kick, and it's not a good situation to have him brought back on a could have been avoided penalty.
Quick screen pass to the outside, crossing the 20 to the 25, down to the 30, and another flag will come flying in on the far side of the field. So you had a chop block that pushed him back. And now you have another flagger on the 31-yard line on the near side.
Flag on the play.
So some dirty laundry out there on the turf.
Refs are going to talk about it.
And again, their mics, they don't have their mics with them this afternoon. So we'll go ahead and give you the call as soon as we signal. Same call.
Same call. Another chop block. It seemed like this team is, they're really trying to make some real headway for their running back, but in turn, they're getting a lot of penalty flags for it.
So back-to-back penalties going against these Tigres.
They may want to keep their blocks a little bit higher, Kev. It seems like they're chopping them off at the knees here on this Porter team.
41 seconds remaining in the first half. UANL 17, Porter nothing. Again, you're tuning in on valleycentral.com and KBSD 17, BISD football. On a wet afternoon here in Brownsville. Out of the gun are the Tigres. That pass, short hops, the intended wide receiver. That falls incomplete.
He didn't put enough on that one there, Kevin, and it showed. It really hit the ground here. Wide receiver had no chance of catching that one.
Incomplete, 2nd down for the Tigres.
But you got to think, if he would have hit him in stride, what that could have meant for this team. A lot of the broken tackles that they've had all day have led to either big gains or a touchdown, like we saw before earlier in this quarter.
Again, this time they'll keep it on the ground, crossing the 25 and dragging defenders with them. 30 seconds. Clock's ticking away.
And this running back here for this Tigres team, we got to call him workhorse here because he's really been carrying a lot of the load here for this offense, and it's really been paying off big for them. He's had a lot of big broken tackles, and he looks to keep it going. It seems like he's, I'm going to call him the Energizer Bunny. Doesn't have real much downtime here.
So 8 seconds remaining in the first half. Tigres with the football. 4 receivers set. They're going to let the clock run down to halftime.
Cowboys 0.
So
once again tonight's game.
So we reach halftime. UANL 17, the Porter Cowboys nothing. I'm Kevin. That's Brian. You're listening to valleycentral.com, KBSD TV, BISD football. Second half action coming right up. Stay tuned.
Due to inclement weather. Thank you.